Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for joining me today. Today I wanted to teach you how to draw Olaf from Frozen. So grab your pen and let's get right into it. Alrighty, guys, to draw Olaf today, what you'll need is you're going to need a piece of paper, something to write on, and you're also going to need something to write with or to draw with, a pencil, pen, whatever it is that you like to draw with. So with that, let's dive right in. And so with me, what I always like to do is start with the basic shapes. And with the basic shapes, we want to make the simplest shapes as possible to make up the character, and we want to make them the lightest we can so that we can do the details as we finalize those shapes. So with that, we're first going to start off with a simple circle right here. We're going to do a straight line going straight down the middle with it. And then we're also going to do another horizontal line right on the bottom half of the circle. Okay? Now with that, we're then going to go 2 circles in the middle of this circle right here that we did. And these are going to be his 2 eyes. And these are just going to be simple circles, just like so. They're pretty close together, his eyes are. Something like that. And he's also going to have 2 pupils in the middle. We're going to just do 2 right there. All right. And we're also going to do 2 little circles inside of it. And that'll make up his eyes right there. All right. All right, next up, we're then going to do another circle for his nose right here. This will be his carrot nose right here. And to make it a little more like a carrot, what I'm going to do a curve coming out of the circle. And I'm going to make this curve, this line that it comes out from the curve right here, and I'm going to connect it to the circle that we did. And it's going to make this shape like this. All right. Just color that in like that. And then we're just going to do another curve right here to kind of give those lines of the carrots. Do another one right there. And we can do another one right here as well. All right, that's his nose right there. And then we can just also darken in his eyes as well while we're here. Simply just go like this. And he does have these darker shades on top of his eyes right here. And you can just do that, just like so. And then you can just kind of lightly go over the rest of his eye, just like that. All right. And then you can just shade in his eyes as well. Just like that. All right. Now, for his cheeks, what I like to do is I'm just going to do 2 curves just like this coming out, just to kind of give that nice happy smile he's going to have. Okay. Now, once we have this, we're then going to go from here, kind of outside of the circle. We're going to start by doing a nice smile, nice and big. It's going to kind of find that shape, and we're just going to darken that in as we go. All right, cool. And then once we have that, we're going to do 2 nice happy lines like this to make him have a nice smile like that. All right, and now for his tooth, he has 1, which is kind of funny. He's just going to do something like this. Nice kind of square shape. Perfect. And now for his smile, we're not going to start off to the outside here. We're going to bring a curve that goes all the way down, right about there. Another one on the other side, and it's going to connect, just like so. Something like that. He has a nice big mouth, very expressive. Very expressive. Something like that. All right. And once we kind of have that down, what you can do is you can shade in this part a little bit. It's not too dark inside of here, but if you want, you can just simply go like this. Kind of get the idea in there. All right, perfect. Now, once we have this, we're then going to go into the circle right here. We're going to make 2 curves that come on the outside right here. These are just going to be light lines, so don't do too hard yet. But these are going to be kind of giving us a guideline of how his cheeks and his head are going to connect. Okay? And then once we have those there, we're then going to start off by doing a curve that's going to start from right here. It's going to come all the way down along his mouth here. And it's going to go all the way down to right about to there. All right. Same kind of thing on the other side here. Following that mouth and bring it all the way down. All right. Something like that. And finish off here. We're going to do a nice curve right here to kind of get his chin. Perfect. All right. And then we're going to do his eyebrows. And his eyebrows here are just going to be nice, simple eyebrows, just like that. All right. And I'm just doing this, doing kind of a square shape first. And I'm just going to bring it down with a little curve right there. And that's basically it for his eyebrows. Not too much to it. And what you can do is you can kind of shade them in because they are a little darker. I think that's wood. They're made of wood. Which is kind of funny. Okay. And then we're then going to finish off his eyebrows by simply doing 2 curves that go up here. Okay, just like that. Another one just like that on the other side. Perfect. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect all this with this line that we did. Kind of bring it down just like so. Something like that. All right. And now for the last little bit of him, we're then going to do his hairs. I think he has 3 of them, but they're basically just like wood sticks. And what I'm going to do is you can have fun with it, make them however shape or size you like. But I'm going to kind of make it as similar as it is to the movie as possible. Something like this. Make it fun. Have fun with it. And yeah, so it's something like that. And then if we want to do down here, we can just do a curve that kind of finishes off his head. And if you really want to, we can go in here and make another curve and then another curve and do a circle for his button with a rock. And then we're going to shade that in. Okay. And then from here, you can do 2 arms like this. I'm just going to start with this stick right here. Make it however you like. I'm going to kind of make his hand there. And then I'm going to make it go like this. He's going to be waving a little bit. I'll make another one right here. Kind of just have fun with it. He is a little wacky with his arms. They are sticks. So yeah, that's basically it there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make his eyes a little more darker. So it's a little more apparent. Nice. There. Alright. His nose a little more right there. And yeah, that's basically it for Olaf right there. Look how happy and joyful he is. So the final step, like always, let's sign it and then let's get him going. So I'm going to sign it right here. Sign your name or your signature. Have fun with that. Make it up. And then we're going to do the date. I believe it's the 9th, I think. So you can track your progress. All right. But there is Olaf. And if you want, it's always nice if you want to do this, kind of erase the guidelines that you did, which is like that horizontal line we did, the vertical line, that circle we first started off with. Kind of erase it there. Kind of makes it a little more clear about where the detail is at. All right. Perfect. Makes it a little better. Nice. Looks like a happy-go-lucky guy. All right. Awesome. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for joining me today for this tutorial. I had a great time drawing Olaf with you today. With that in mind, please subscribe. And if you'd like to comment down below what you would like to see next, please let me know and I'll get right to it. But thank you guys so much for your support and time. I really am just trying to pursue you guys and just trying to really make this such a fun and engaging channel. So let me know how I can do better as well. But appreciate you guys. Have a great day and I'll see you later. God bless you.